The Esk Valley Railway charts a line through the North York Moors National Park, finishing on the coast at Whitby. Trains may be more eco-friendly than cars, but what's even more eco-friendly is the humble walking boot. A couple of days before Christmas, me and a group of friends decided to walk this almost 30-mile line on foot. Welcome to the stations of the North York Moors. A simple premise, but in reality a gruelling day of bogs, hedges, rivers and steep ravines. We planned to begin our walk at Kildale on the western edge of the moors and follow the shape of the railway line to Whitby. The aim was to stay as close to the railway line as was feasibly and legally possible and to visit every station along the way. So on the 23rd of December, we gathered in a dark station car park at 5:45 in the morning.
Right, it's 6:10 and we're in Kildale station and we're about to walk 20 miles across the moors.
You're watching at 6:10?
Is that not the time?
It's 5 past.
Yes, around
It's
5.
vintage.
And Wrenchy's bag is knackered. Is there anything even in it?
No.
So leave it!
Of course there is.
I don't think it's happening, Will. We have to go home. You can sit in the car.
With Wrenchy's bag back in one piece, we set off into the darkness of the fields.
Shout out A Croft.
Yeah, Renegade EU. Follow him on Twitter. I think it's this one. We're opting for the off-road route.
Due to a lack of footpaths following the railway line in this area, the majority of the first section would be untracked, so head torches were essential. There was an option to follow the road for most of the journey, but where's the adventure in that?
It's also really windy, you can't hear. 50-mile gusts, 50 mile an hour, and we're into the wilderness. You can't see it, but down there is the railway line, and we're pretty much keeping it on our left until Whitby, through the Esk Valley. It's a bit.
It's like in 4 layers.
Yeah,
Shout out AC.
Scouts, be prepared. Oh, it's tactical, that man.
So tactical.
Yeah. Now here's Mike with the mud review.
6.
Right, we found the first level crossing, but we're going back into the fields. Go on, Mike, do the honours.
Wow.
Big Kong vault.
Yeah, I think I might miss that.
Little stream. On we go. This is all very fun in the dark. We've actually gone for an hour earlier start to hopefully get to Whitby in better time. First round of Barbie.
Soon we came to our first water crossing, and Mike illustrated nicely how not to cross streams.
He's in the water already.
Oh, you're not.
Just jump. Oh, straight away. Just jump.
After this less than optimal performance from Mike, we all opted for a clamber through the branches of this fallen tree.
That's quite dead though, yeah. That's dead as well. You've got like maybe 10 seconds on that. Oh, nice. Absolutely primo. Send it. That was a good first crossing, boys. Many more of them to come.
Do we rate the dirt?
Oh yeah, give us a CAC rating.
7-7.
7-7, that's a good rating.
This marked our first crawl through the undergrowth, and you'll be happy to know there will be much more of this to come.
Yeah, that's a little lighter. Yeah. We're in a fairly ominous looking wood now, which you probably can't see much of. And we've got to cross another stream. Yeah, do a tap. It's a nice place, right? It might be slippy. It's good. Absolutely bomber. That was clean from Mike. Got Whitmore next.
Do you reckon we can jump the whole way?
I think you can.
We all felt quite positive after surviving the first 2 water crossings with dry feet, Mike excluded. But little did we know that the next obstacle would quickly shatter this confidence.
We found some lovely boggy marshland and Mike's boots are holes in them.
thing on that.
We don't need to, it's just a podcast. Oh, that was a squidger. Oh, that's no.
That's a big one.
Oh no, that's a big old squidger. Squidgery-doo. Oh, I'm glad I had the camera up. Oh, you went deep. You are
Down.
first peak dive of the day. Yeah, that doesn't feel great, does it? There you go, Wrench.
Thank you.
Sort yourself out.
Shout
Oh,
out.
look at that.
Ooh, shout out XT.
You're just going to shout them out every step. All right. I've got crack on my wipes.
Yeah, why didn't you
Khaki
use the
wipes.
grass for the first bit and then the wipes for the,
Oh, that is grim, isn't
you
it?
know?
Khaki white.
It's real good. We've got a pretty deep marsh to sort of navigate through, so we're trying to find somewhere that's less boggy, but we're in a bog, so maybe through here. Yeah, I think once we pass this bit, it looks all right, and there's a tree to use. Tree's good. Hold over there, yeah. Just keep going along that. That stuff's good. Yeah. I'm really glad I lubed my boots up before this as well. Put a lot of.
I felt like there's no point in me doing that.
I put a lot of leather cream on them. Oh, steady on. That's quite a good little bit. Steady on. See, I always keep thinking I want to stop filming, but then this sort of thing happens.
Me? You didn't even
Aussie vibes, Will.
Aussie vibe.
Mike, what's the catch yet?
That was probably a 3.
Yeah.
As we walked further into the bog, the branches got denser and denser and the ground became wetter and wetter. And I think Wrenchy, with his mud-filled boot, was really not having a good time.
Slow going on. I mean, look at that. It's just thick. Absolutely thick. We have to, oh man, this is going to be real. Oh, can we even do that? That's so thick.
I don't
I think we might have to go back out. Can I even see through that? Not sure about this, lads. I think we might be a bit bad.
Yeah.
I think it might be a back and round jobby. So we route through there?
Figure out when to out.
Yeah, this is pretty now.
Don't worry.
It's a bad start for Wrench. It's a bad start.
What, this is in the field?
I don't know what it is.
It's a bit more forest. Oh,
We did it.
Once we'd emerged from the trees and made it back onto dry land, we walked straight into another much worse peat bog. So bad, in fact, that I completely forgot to film. All you need to know is that we made it to the nearest road about 15 minutes later with not a dry boot in sight.
moist.
Yeah,
Didn't get through, just got over.
real good bog there. Every step just liquid. Huh? Well, should we look at alternate routes?
Not wanting to go straight back into another sulphurous peat bog, we decided to detour up the road until we reached the heather moorland above.
The sun is like, oh, you can't even tell on here. The sun's sort of rising. We're probably about half an hour away from proper sunrise. And we're sort of going into moorland now to follow this valley round, which you'll see better when the sun rises.
Up here, things began to feel much more positive. The sun was sleepily rising its head. The first train of the morning had hurtled past, and it seemed that the worst was behind us.
It's the first train of the route. Yeah.
Got a soul.
That's going to be an exciting shot. Yeah.
What?
Catch it.
12.
12 for that.
Vlog is vlog. Ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
An hour or so later, we arrived into Commondale, the first station of our route.
Commondale.
Hey, you can't touch that sign, Joe. The one on the right.
You can definitely touch that now, Bolly. Bing. Bing.
Wow.
Bent elbow.
Jesus.
Bent elbow.
Wow. Sorry, Will.
Nice.
Did you get wet?
But unfortunately, before we could get to the platform, we had to complete another completely mandatory, compulsory river crossing.
Don't care. 5! Meow!
Keep it running now, Mike.
50 quid, Will, better close it.
Brothers.
Yeah, we did it.
This marked the completion of our first leg. This relatively short section had taken about twice as long as was expected, thanks to the darkness, bog and heather, but the next leg to Danby promised immaculate footpaths and speedy forward progress.
A llama.
Trendy now, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's coming for you, Joe.
Hello.
Hello.
I think they speak Peruvian.
Descent into Castleton. How do you feel, Mike?
Good. Little toes are rubbing a bit.
Yeah.
Legs are aching.
How many blisters are you planning for?
I don't often get a lot of blisters.
No.
I think it might just rub a bit. But I've got spare shoes, so when we're on the good tracks, just go into the other shoes, which are, just carry me to the finish.
In no time at all, we arrived at Castleton, and Mike was so optimistic he decided to put his lightweight shoes on for even more speed.
Oh, train soon.
Right, let's get this sign shot. He's switching gears. I'm going into 6.
Why do you keep putting more clothes on?
He's trail runner Will. He's got a
change.
trail runner Will. Oh, dry sock. Is that your last pair?
No, I've got one more pair.
Alright, just wait till we get to the Esk. One of these boys brought swimming trunks and I put it on the kit list.
Kit list popping up here. Sponsored by renegadeeu.ac.uk.
He's going to be really annoyed about that.
As we ventured into Danby Park, we were treated to maybe one of the most scenic parts of the walk.
Climbing out of...
Got a wall, Joe.
That's a good wall. Climbing out of Castleton onto Danby Park. And the next station is Danby, where things get a bit more exciting.
Straight
Yeah,
through,
choo-choo.
not stopping.
Renegade you guys.
You can see that the fast progress to Danby had put everyone in good spirits, but the next section was sure to make a change to this. I had a lovely surprise in store for the group, but between us and the surprise were plenty of fences and fields to navigate through.
Rain would have made this a lot more miserable.
Oh man, it would be bad. That first bit in the dark with rain would have been pretty rough. Oh, digger. Yeah. Mike's just on the deck. It might be a step over. Do you want me to hold it down? Ow! Do you want to hold it down from that end? My poor legs.
That wasn't very fun.
No. Yeah. Remember when Mike was fun?
Oh.
Bit of a slipper. Not bad.
No, Mike.
Yeah, I probably should do it soon. Maybe at lunch. Treat myself.
No, Mike. Can you name that bird? No.
As in, like, Darren. Chris.
Malcolm.
Mark.
I think that might be one of my favourite fruit consumption techniques.
Do that again.
I think that might be one of my favourite fruit consumption techniques
Action.
in life.
Go again.
I think that might be one of my favourite fruit consumption techniques.
Take 4. Again.
Fried mango. I think that may be one of my favourite fruit consumption techniques.
Uncut.
Okay, this is one of the exciting
Glad
bits
we
of the
worked
walk.
on that one. Oh, I'm not walking through that.
No, we don't want to go left. We want to go this way.
Do you want to go left?
Will you sort your brain out?
Oh yeah, look right, this way.
I really want to go left then.
Over this unassuming fence was something that could completely change the course of our day, and its name is the River Esk.
This might give us some trouble. Yeah, there's basically not many ways to get through the river.
You think?
Yeah.
Should we just walk it?
I don't know how deep. I'll scout out if you want.
Oh, this f***ing thing's pulling it up well quick.
Are you walking through?
If it's not too deep.
We might have to. There aren't many other options, I'm afraid.
I saw people just walking over there. They look quite leisurely.
Well, you can, but then you have to cross the river twice to go through there, I think. I think that was the problem. There's like no good way through here.
As this was entirely my idea, I considered it my job to scout out a safe and shallow way across.
Who's taking your stuff? So why have you not... Well, that's pretty deep already.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad if you have trunks.
The deepest bit here.
Yeah.
The deepest bit, you look like you're getting deeper there.
Yeah. That bit was it. After this is good.
Yeah.
You keep saying that.
So unnecessary.
Surely this isn't the best area of river to cross.
Very fortunately, I managed to find a shallow section a bit further downstream, and the others made it across mostly dry.
Go on, Joe. Keep walking.
A bit of honesty at last.
water. That was a good swim. Maybe should have told these boys about it before we got here.
Nah, that's half the fun, is it?
At this point, I think it's safe to say these boys will never trust me to route plan again. But either way, we were back on track and way, way behind schedule.
Oh, no.
That's awesome.
What is it?
Free checking
Frickin'
seat.
seat.
Absolutely free.
Frickin' seat.
Gathering on that.
Renegade EU. AC.uk.
A bit where there's a river and a railway bridge, and then if you went under the railway, there's another river, and that's like an
I
Oxford.
did see that.
There's literally no other way to get around it, really. Mike, can you dance too? Oh, mate.
They're just close to my... So I can hear it. Look, you can hear it. And there's no bones in this camera.
Oh, you've got to dance there.
I'm taking that. You haven't even asked yet, Will. You can have some pink juice, Will.
Yeah. Take it.
Dress nicely. Come on! Dress nicely.
Have some pink juice.
Unclip the clip first. Can we keep walking though? We're really behind schedule.
Pink juice. Boodle, boodle, boodle.
Well, let me see it. Okay. Half of the AS.
ETA 7:31, 7:30, 7:29.
We can get those numbers down.
After this bout of silliness, which was probably caused by a lack of sleep and an excess of pink Lucasade, we were leaving the road and making our way back into the fields. And this, of course, meant many more fences and a guest appearance from some inquisitive sheep.
We could have pretty much done all of it just on the road, but it's less fun.
Yeah.
If you ask me. We've got some friends. Hello. Hello. How are the trainers going?
I mean, they're really good.
Choo-choo.
This was the part of the walk where the fatigue was really beginning to show itself. But a friendly train driver gave us a nice bit of motivation as he sped past.
Wave.
Yeah.
Got all your gear on?
Yeah, it's the head gear, like, gives you some sort of security.
Anyone else's legs hurting yet? Oh god. Doesn't need to be that close. Can you still have my GoPro?
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
It was also around this time we came to the unfortunate realisation that we would be finishing in the dark. Thanks to our morning delay and the time wasted crossing the Esk, we were way behind schedule. Somewhat optimistically, we'd hoped to get to Whitby around sunset, but this was now impossible unless we wanted to run the rest of the route.
Hopefully there's a tunnel under the track here, or like somewhere to cross it. Seems to be on the map. That's the one. That's open.
Watch out for that.
See if you find it.
That'd be good, that, wouldn't it?
Deer on the train.
Oh yeah, there's.
Down
here somewhere. I think this was on the map, this one. Oh, tiny. I think that might be the spot. Leal home.
Despite it feeling like we'd been walking forever, it was only just lunchtime. We still had about half the distance left still to do, and the sun was already making its way to the horizon. But at least we were back on footpaths, so it was quick march towards Glaisdale through some particularly beautiful sections of the Esk Valley.
Yeah.
Do you not want to be in it?
You look like happy dads. Yeah, on into the trees. Not 100%, but I think it is. It was what? Yeah.
Win this for as well.
We're following the train track in the river, aren't we? So.
Oh, yeah, actually, no, you may be right.
Oh, well.
Oh, no, that's the one that goes
there,
up and left.
Yeah. Just a tiny bit right there.
Oh, alright. In the
Yeah.
river that time. Ready to go?
Let's go. Quality.
Oh.
Out of Glaisdale was another picturesque part of the walk. The path followed the curves of the river until it seemed to abruptly stop.
Interesting. Up and to the left?
And I made the executive decision to lead us up the waterfall, which ended up being more fun than any footpath would have been. If you have the choice to adventure or not adventure, you should always choose the former.
This is up here.
Who are you now, mate? Who are you?
Everyone went there?
On the other hand.
That's pretty good.
I was thinking of bringing Harry on this one. What are you crying about?
The swamp.
Just every bit.
The swamp.
Next wound.
another station down, and we'd still seen no one waiting for the train.
Do you want to come and tell us about the sign?
1948, that's pretty good sign writing for 1948, isn't it?
Yeah, it's printed.
It sounds a lot more like that it was 2009, but someone found it really interesting, so...
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost looks like it's printed on some sort of plasticky.
Yeah.
Wrenchy, I think you might need a push. It's good stuff. Real good clip.
Our next stop would be Gromont, where the line intersects with the North York Moors Steam Railway. Unfortunately for us, Rudolph was in town. After trudging all the way from Kildale to Gromont, it was at this point that Mike and Joe began to doubt themselves. They started to let their tired legs and hurting feet really get to them. After a lot of discussion and some crying, they decided it was the end of the road for them. We said our goodbyes, wished them Merry Christmas, and left them in the safe company of Rudolph.
Shout out AC, renegadeeu.uk.
You would have seen him if you walked another half an hour or something.
And it was time for me and Wrenchy to make our way back into yet another field. We would have to brave the next segment with 2 members of the team missing. The final section of the walk would take us to Whitby via Slights and Russup. I'd been worried about our route out of Gromont when I was planning the walk. It was another section which appeared as though it would be pretty difficult to navigate. A road links Gromont to the next stop at Slights, but aside from that there are no obvious routes that follow the general line of the railway. This meant that me and Wrenchy were back into the trees to forge our own path. What we should have checked beforehand is the gradient of the line we'd chosen.
Every step is moving me up. Moving, it's moving me up.
Heading down there.
Every step is moving me up.
Just don't fall. Well, if you do, just go on your bob and you'll probably be alright.
Moving me up. Each tiny, tiny move is all I need, and I jump over. Every step is moving me up. Moving, it's moving me up.
At this point the land began to drop away below us into a steep river valley, and we should have known this was a sign of things to come.
Yeah, I have a feeling we might not be going down there.
I'm not sure if you can tell from this footage, but this is steep. This is probably the least appealing thing to see after walking 20 or so miles.
Is there any... I don't know. Do you reckon we can go around the top of it if it lowers out?
Like more gentle.
Flattens out.
The last thing your joints need is a steep, slippery ravine.
Oh, train.
We managed to find a more mellow slope down, but it still required some scrambling and hanging off tree trunks.
Every step is moving me up. Moving, moving me up. Every step is moving me up. Moving, it's moving me up.
I'll let this clip run to give you a sense of the grueling ascent.
And now we go up.
So I need and I jump over.
At this point, I must admit that I was starting to think Mike and Joe were onto something. In an effort to skirt round the edge of private land, we ended up walking precariously along the top of a pretty hefty bank. Progress was slow, and we felt that the land was continuing to get steeper and steeper.
This is how we walk on the moon.
Steep bits here.
This is how.
Gonna be ready to go back to the road soon, I think.
Yeah.
This is a bit intense.
After a quick look at the map, we realised we were walking towards something that looked a lot like a cliff. So we decided the best plan of action was to cut our losses and head up to the road.
Some more woolies.
We'd caught a glimpse of a quad bike in the next field and weren't particularly keen on annoying any farmers. So we decided to make our way up the next fence line onto the road.
He was over there.
Maybe let's go
A bit further along.
next.
Yeah. Oh. Wilhelm. Yeah, it's good to be back on this solid stuff. It feels good, doesn't it?
The sky began to glow pink as the sun decided it was done for the day. But we definitely weren't. And we were completely unaware of the Christmas miracle coming up the road behind us.
Oh, yes. It's nuts. Who's this? It's Master Croft! Hey! Oh, good to see you, good to see you. Look out, look out, look out. Shout out to the fans.
Shout out to the fans, the real ones, the fake ones, Jang Nans.
Yeah. Mike's been shouting you out all day. You got these? Whoa. Crofty.
Who'd have thought? Thank you.
I've even got. You're Santa. Oh, you are Santa. Oh, he's got tea.
What's the shirt?
You big legend.
By chance.
Yeah. Just, he's out of nowhere.
I like tea. I love tea. He loves sharing tea.
On the whip.
The only thing I can drink. Hey, what?
Crofty is our hero. That's mint. Yeah, I know.
Literally,
I know.
every step is just
Yeah,
a
mate.
drag.
Yeah, cheers, Croft.
Oh, you're very welcome. Shout out to the fans. Good to see you all.
Renegade EU.
I'm going to you. She-boy.
.edu. See you, Croft. And here we go again. Back at it. Car park's right where we're in to take our picture.
Stand on the car.
There's a Tesla in the way. I don't know, it's hard to say.
It really wasn't a good feeling to be back in darkness, and the path from Slight Station led us up a hill and back into the worst of the winter wind.
Well, it's all just scared of dying.
Crawling through undergrowth again.
Due to the darkness, we managed to mess up our navigation. It was hard to shake the feeling of deja vu as we crawled through this bush.
Oh, you coming, I'll walk walk now. So please enjoy the feast.
You going, yeah?
We are weightless like a weightless beast.
Oh yeah, we're out.
So what is it we don't teach? When we were children, we were hell-bent. Or oblivious at least.
We tried to keep morale up, but the distance and the loss of team members was really starting to get to us both. I should mention that Renchi had completed Athens Marathon a month or so earlier, and here he was about to complete another one across the North York Moors. However, I'm willing to bet the Athens one had considerably more sun and a lot less mud, rivers and barbed wire fences.
Every which way could be seen. Was a sanding town, not a pantomime or an anodyne. Was a friend of mine, you to know, you to know. I could profit, I could ride. However, everywhere isn't everywhere. This is not a tale or a fairy tale.
Marathon!
So what of this really? Some life feels good now, don't it? Don't have to have a living plan. Nothing's gotta ease your mind. Well, it's all fine and we're all fine anyway.
Let's get it, Will.
Before long, we were on the final stretch along the River Esk towards Whitby Harbour.
And we go to the finish. You can smell that sea breeze. Oh yes.
This felt like quite a dark, quiet and somewhat anticlimactic finish to a mammoth day. It was bittersweet to be finishing it without the rest of the team, but the sight of Whitby Station was a huge relief nonetheless. Managed to navigate 28.67 miles along the Esk Valley Railway, a route that, as far as we know, no one had completed before. On a side note, whoever decided to put the sign so far down Whitby Station should immediately be sent on the walk themselves. So, what did we learn? That footpaths exist for a reason. That paddling through the River Esk in December is a good idea? Maybe. But most of all, we learned that setting a challenge to complete with friends is always a good time, even if it means you're completely knackered on Christmas Eve. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next station.